Welcome to BUS 352, Fan Consumption Studies. I'll be your instructor today, so please take your seat and... Hey! No SDs allowed in this classroom. Get that sticker magnet garbage out of here before I send you to the dean. Finding the first piece of fiction you ever liked is always a magical experience. Whether it was the first time you lifted up a comic book at your local Barnes & Noble to have some semblance of happiness during textbook shopping, or the glimpse of an anime on Nimi way past your bedtime, it was beautiful seeing a world beyond ours for the first time. For me, it was watching my cousin play New Super Mario Bros. On the DS over his shoulder. Either way though, like a Gunner with Koikatsu, once you stick your hand in it, it's hard to go anywhere but deeper. Merch serves as an extension of media you experience that you can take home. It allows you to get closer with the media, or support it. Some people get parasocial and weird with it, like people who buy Suisei cosplays, but that's a story for another time. For most people, it's just cool to have something on your desk or shelf to look at. But depending on what you're looking for, getting your merch for your favorite media could be as simple as a 15-minute car ride, or as impossible as getting Vebe to not fantasize about her brother.
I had a dream my brother got me pregnant once.
For those blessed enough to live in areas with a distributor or a hobby store of some kind, you may be spoiled for choice. But for the fledgling who only really knows the toy sections of their local pharmacies or department stores, they have this thing.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Charted out into this world like Nurgle did with your mom in 2010, Funko Pops have become the most basic form of merchandising across all of geekdom. Video games, anime, comics, movies, hell, even The Office has them. The Funko Corporation has been churning out these things for every single pop culture franchise to the delight of chuds all over Reddit. Some describe their appearance as chibi. I prefer super deformed. They have a consistent, clean art style with beady eyes and fairly smooth designs. They're wholly static figures, sometimes classified as a bobblehead. They retail for about $12 a pop and are sent out in batches. They're easy to store, cheap, uniform, and recognizable. If you wanted a pop of Doom Guy, you probably could have gotten one for $12. However, pops can eventually be moved out of print, and surviving examples could be upwards of $30. Whether you want to judge by retail price or the current price is entirely up to you. Either way, given their low cost and mass appeal, almost any store with a toy section could stock it, meaning this will end up landfilling your local pharmacy alongside board games no one's ever heard of. If you live in the most desolate, middle-of-nowhere town, where the only store that sells anything with a brand name on it is a Hot Topic or a Walmart, this is your Junior Geek's holy grail with no holy hand grenade. Some will never move past this phase, and will be satisfied with these abominations in the same way that some people are satisfied with playing Destiny 2 to justify the hole they dug themselves into. But, fortunately for you, young consumer, we live in a world where technology and mass-produced slop can produce better than this turd. A pair of low-end Sony or JBL earbuds will last you longer and be of better quality than gas station earbuds for barely any extra cost. A friend dressed as Konata will last longer than a sock. Simply put, things can be inexpensive but still be better. A few dollars more is worth the extra durability and features, especially when Vro is only charging $20. So, I'm going to give you all options other than these soulless homunculi within the $12 to $30 price range, with reputable, or at least not sketchy retailers. Might even push some $40 options if it's your birthday and you told mom that you aced all your math quizzes this semester. Just remember to leave out those Spanish homeworks.
Why didn't you tell me? I swear to God. Coño carajo, hijo de la gran puta mierda, ¿qué yo te dije a ti? Que si algo está pasándote, tú me tienes que decir. Me tienes que decir, coño. Si no me lo dices, ¿cómo yo lo voy a arreglar?
These recommendations will be most effective for students in video game and anime fields, but a few comic nerds out there can glean some wisdom too. The first option for those buying ones from TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, you could just buy the card. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and even Exodia can go for under $1 with a variety of artworks to choose from. Pokemon has so many cardboard incarnations of each Pokemon that you're spoiled for choice like a priest at a daycare. They also have model kits, plushies, and numerous smaller figurine lines. Hell, some of them even come in multi-packs like Niji-Sanji graduations. If you're a fan of video games, you still don't have to settle for mid like an MCU manchild. Take something like Doom. You can buy a Figma of the big man himself for approximately $35 with free shipping on eBay. Figmas are known for their good articulation, accessories, and detailing. Doomguy in particular comes with 3 melee weapons, 2 guns, and multiple expressive hands. For the price of 3 static, deformed homunculi that are about as soulless as healthcare insurance executives, you can get something that's properly proportioned, detailed, and modular. Alternatively, you could get a sick poster of the game's cover art with mounting supplies for little over $20 from Target. Five Nights at Freddy's has plenty of apparel, plushies, and the games themselves are cheap. Sonic's been around long enough that you can buy Lego sets, plushies, and figures from the movies. If you can find a pop perversion of your favorite game franchise, you can probably find something better. Even for League or Valorant players, you can buy posters made by independent artists at your local convention or order online. The best possible merch for your game is a cosplay boyfriend or girlfriend willing to lane with you as your favorite character. Not that you have a shot at that dream, of course. Although, I really don't care if your wallet suffers if you play either of those games, as you will not see the gates of heaven, nor feel the warmth of God's love, ever. Even Satan won't want you. For those into movies and comics but don't want to live the life of your average Reddit mod, you can still retain some of your dignity without committing seppuku at your local comic shop. For example, instead of ending yourself in that comic shop, you can actually buy the comics. Ever since Marvel exploded the soy supplement market, saying you like Spider-Man or Iron Man is significantly more socially acceptable. Having a comic or two is no longer nerdy or scaring the hose. It's an accepted hobby, and even endearing to some people. But there's one piece of superhero merch that stands the test of time. Toys. Superheroes are the spitting image of marketable action figures. If it's good enough for lead-water-sipping boomers, it's good enough for you. The Marvel Legends lineup has standard articulation and a few accessories here and there. The price seems to be around the $18 to $30 range depending on the complexity of the figure. Your local Walmart or Target might have some posters or t-shirts as well. Hell, you might be spoiled for choice if you live near a surviving Hot Topic. Buy a mug or a coaster. Pick something with function that keeps contributing value, like 50s men picking between wives that can cook and harlots that can't and shan't be stoned in the town square. Finally, the big, greasy, unshowered one. Anime. We no longer live in the sub-720p era of YouTube where Lucky Star episodes were listed as part 1 of 3 with fan subs and TLs. Merch doesn't require eBay sniper duels or attending musty cons to pick the crumbs of whatever scalpers can get boosted out of Japan. By the holy trinity of airmail, rail, and Panamaxing, we can receive exotic goods Europors used to slaughter thousands for in but a week's time. This means that anime merch has become evenly matched with comic book and movie merchandising. With each advancement to civilization, weebs have less and less excuses to avoid touching grass. I swear, first it's siege engines trying nobles out of their keeps, now it's your parents prying you away from your life-sized Gardevoir plush before you can build a good crust on it. If you can step over the $30 line after liquidating all the copper pipes in your local nursing home, pop-up parade figures can be the next evolutionary step in anime merch slop. Although they can't move either, at least the pop-up parade's detailing and portions are closer to the source material. If you're still desperate for chibi deformities, the Hello line by Good Smile also uses the chibi style, and barely costs any more than a pop. If you want something functional, t-shirts, stationery, and posters can all be under $30. Uniqlo and Kinokuniya have plenty available online, and in stores. If the generic cover art and promo image prints can't please, you make like Apex and run into a third party. This is also your reminder that a volume of manga is typically around $12. You can choose between multiple pages of cool art, story, and dialogue, or this plastic monument to consumerism that exists to lower your standards like weed does to stoners with food. You can also make like a bowling alley and get some pins. You can probably find Funko pins at the bottom of some GameStop bargain bin, but you can also support independent artists or official merchandise. Figpin, another pop culture company, makes pins of various media. You can choose to either keep it in the case as a display or put it on something. It might not improve your chances with your crush, but it'll at least look less repulsive than a pop wall when a relative, or God forbid, a woman, comes into your crusty, dusty room. This is not just a lesson. This is a plea for you to discover that there is, in fact, civilization outside of the nearest mall in Montana. Big Bad Toy Store, Kinokuniya, Hobby Link Japan, Bai, Mercari, hell, even eBay. Target and Walmart have started stocking better than these godless idols of Reddit. None of these guys are paying me. The state doesn't even pay me to teach you guys. I'm doing this so that you don't have to wake up every morning to black, beady eyes and an oversized head that has zero personality. Instead, you could be having a cool poster, a decent statue, a pin, clothing you could wear outside, or even something to put on your bookshelf. But most importantly, for Christmas or any birthdays, you don't have to disappoint people with Funko Pops anymore. In this increasingly consumer-heavy world, you should at least buy something of quality. It's really between a trashy microwave TV dinner or an actual steak. Do better, shop smart. Class dismissed. Oh, wait, come back here. There's actually an exit ticket. Go into the comments below and write out a merchandise recommendation that you're willing to give to all of your fellow classmates that isn't a Funko Pop. Spread the wealth amongst each other. You can gatekeep, but not to the point where your classmates are buying that thing.